Hi there. You might already know that the GRE is now being offered online at home. In this video, I'll tell you about the process for taking the GRE at home and how it's different from the way the GRE is usually taken at a test center. I'll also talk a little bit about my experience taking the exam because I actually had the opportunity to take the exam at home within about a week or two after it was announced by the ETS. So first, for some of the practical stuff, to take the test at home, you need a computer with a webcam. It has to run Windows. So right now, there isn't a way to take the exam on a Mac OS. The test is administered by a company called Proctor, so you'll need to run a Proctor systems check to make sure you'll be able to use their apps for your test. You also have to download and install an ETS test browser, which, by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, we put the links to the ETS instructions in the description below. So any detail about system requirements, what you need for test day, you can read it about it on the ETS website. So registration for the test is pretty much the same as before, cost the same, the cancellation policy is the same, and so on and so forth. I would say the only major difference is that you won't be able to choose a time and day right away on the ETS website when you register. Instead, after you register, Proctor will email you within a few hours about selecting a time and day. But what's really great is that you can pretty much choose any time, literally 24/7 for any day of the week. So that actually makes registering for the at-home test pretty convenient. But you'll have to find a private space that you can clear of any objects. That they won't let you have any books nearby, obviously. And while you're taking the test, you'll be supervised by an online proctor, someone who can see you through your webcam, give you instructions throughout the test. You won't see the person, but you can talk to them using the mic or through a chat feature. One limitation is that you aren't allowed to use a standard pen and paper. You'll have to use an erasable surface. So I ordered a whiteboard on Amazon, and you'll need fine point, dry erase markers, eraser. If you don't have those, the ETS also suggests sheets of paper and those transparent plastic sleeve things. So it seems like there's different options. Again, you can read about the specific requirements in the link in the description, but you're going to want to make sure you order these things well in advance of your test. One unfortunate thing is that the test is not yet being offered with accommodations. So as of now, you can't take the test with extended time. We're hoping that they add this feature soon. We've reached out to the ETS about this, but for now, you can't take the test with accommodations. So, okay, now I guess I'll talk a little bit about my experience for taking the test at home. The first thing is this. For certain things involving interacting with the proctor, your experience may not exactly match ETS policy. It may even differ depending on your proctor. We've heard of a couple examples of students struggling to get the proctor's attention. For me, the proctor told me before I took the test that I could speak up at any time if I had any question about technical difficulties or something like that, and that they would be able to hear me. So I did speak up actually during my section, during my essay, and they didn't respond. So I tried to wave at the camera. That didn't work either. So what I ended up having to do was press the Windows key so that I could see my taskbar so that I could access the chat box, basically. Because on my computer, like when I tried to press escape, it didn't allow me to escape out of the testing window. So, if you're in a similar situation on test day, now just in case, in that sort of situation, just press the Windows key, and that should allow you to access the chat box. Another interesting thing is that the proctor said that I could have snacks or water with me, even though this isn't what the official ETS policy says. So I had a couple of bananas and a power bar kind of with me to the side while I took the test so that I could recharge during the break. So in general, it seems like, if you have any questions, ask your proctor. They'll help you troubleshoot. My proctor was flexible and willing to help me troubleshoot any issues that I had. So that was really great. So the ultimate question then is, should you take the GRE at home? I mean, you can, but should you? Well, if you were planning to take the test during this time, it might make sense to try. There are some uncertainties, especially with maybe the technical side of taking the test at home with an online proctor. Also, if you're not comfortable with the privacy aspect of the home test, remember that the proctor can see you. They also have remote access to your computer, so they're going to control your computer and they'll see your screen. So maybe that's kind of a factor in your decision. So maybe these could be some good reasons to wait for the in-person test, but we also don't know when most of the closed test centers will be reopening. I would say there are also some upsides to taking the test in your own home. Some of my students have taken the test at home and said that they really enjoyed it. One student said that she was super relaxed and she took it in her PJs. So you don't have to commute to the test center. I would say think about the pros and cons. Maybe you'll want to give this a shot. Remember that for the GRE, you can also select exactly which test scores to send to schools with their score select feature. So again, maybe it's just kind of worth a shot, seeing how it goes. So if you do decide to take the test at home, hopefully this video helped you a bit in knowing what to expect. If you have any questions about the GRE at home, feel free to leave us comments. We'll try our best to answer those questions with the information that we have and what we know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, and good luck with your grad school application process.